So in terms of eye contact, just to you,
Yeah.
even though the camera's perfect.
So how did you get into backwards running?
So I used to play roller derby for a number of years, and I was a team captain at the time. And what I found within my team was the ones that socialised outside of training worked better together on the track. So I was looking for activities that were non-drinking based, although they can be quite fun as well, and just to see what sort of activities are out there in Manchester to get them engaged and doing something different. And I came across backwards running. When I first saw it, I thought, who on earth backwards run? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. So I thought, do you know what? I'll put it to the team, see what they say. Asked them, and about 7 of the team were like, absolutely, let's go along to it. So we went along to Heaton Park in Manchester, and we did it. And there was I think about 60 people in total, and we were all running backwards. And we literally had the best time ever because we just couldn't stop laughing about how ridiculous that we actually looked running backwards in the park. Well, I actually came third female. But I wasn't even realising it was a race because I was too busy chatting to my friend, and then overall we got the best combined team time. So that's how I initially got into backwards running. And then I do a lot of forward running, so I do marathons, ultra marathons, which are like beyond marathon distance, up to like 50 mile runs and things like that. And what I found on one of my runs, I was thinking maybe there's something I can do with this backwards running and do it to raise awareness for like a bullying charity, with the idea of like not being afraid to stand out. Because I think nowadays everyone's so worried about what everyone else thinks of them that I think it's really important to have activities where people are just having fun, like it's active and getting out there. So I thought, you know what, the best way to do that is actually to do a race. So I was going to do a 10k race, and people at work were like, oh, you'll be able to do better than that. So that's why I put myself forward for a half marathon. So I've actually done 3 half marathons backwards now. So that's how I got into it, like in a really random, roundabout way.
Yeah, and you have just broken the Guinness World Record again.
I have indeed, yeah. So on Sunday at Manchester Half Marathon, so the time I had to beat was 2 hours 19 minutes and 45 seconds, and I did it in 2 hours 16:03. But I took 11 minutes and 6 seconds off my own personal best time, so it was a big challenge.
Yeah. And what type of training do you do for like retro running?
So I do it the same as forward running, so a combination of outdoors and on a treadmill. I would say my favourite is probably on a treadmill in that I don't have to think about what's going on around you. I also this year for this race did track training sessions, but everything was backwards. So in terms of how you train backwards, you do it the same as forwards, but you just go at a beginner level and you just build yourself up exactly the same as what you do forward running.
And what was the experience like when you did beat your record, like your own record and the Guinness World Record again?
It was amazing. Like I did get worried at a few points in the race because it was a very, very busy race. Like 16,000 people entered the event, so it was a massive, massive event. And there was a few points where it was very, very congested, so I was a little bit worried that I was falling a little bit behind in the timings that I wanted. And then it opened up a little bit, and then I was fine, and then I got a stitch, and I was like, oh no, and then it got busy again. So there was lots of obstacles throughout it, and the team I had with me as well were very, very good. They helped me with a bit of my sighting, and they also helped witness the event as well. But when I got over that finish line, I was like, thank God. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah.
Have you got, like what charities like sponsored you for the half marathon?
So I've done it for Young Minds. Young Minds are a mental health charity for children and young adults, and they work very, very closely with them and helping them manage their mental health issues. And for me, like I'm one of 9, so I grew up with a lot of stigma growing up because people have an assumption about you because you are from a big family, and I always went against that because I'm an individual. Just because I'm in a big family, it doesn't mean it dictates what I'm going to do in my life. So the reason why I picked that charity is, again, along with the bullying as well, because I think that massively affects people's mental health. But I just think if you can help young people and young adults manage their mental health, just imagine what they can actually do with their lives later on.
Yeah. And you have set up the Retro Mile.
I have, yeah. So the Retro Mile is a 1 mile backwards swim run. So it's in Cadizhead near Earlham, and what it is it's around the Cadizhead Recreation Field. So it's 3 laps around it, and it's a marked and measured out route for you. So I work with the Cadizhead Rhinos, and we use their facilities. So there's toilets there, there's showers there, there's changing rooms, there's parking, and you can get teas and coffees there. So they work very closely with that. But I would say every single person that's come along has finished it, of all different age groups, and they've loved it. And what you get from people when they cross that finish line is they go, oh my God, I can't believe I did it. And so for me, having that with them, because they can run or walk, there's absolutely no pressure. Like I'll stay there till the end, everyone stays and cheers everybody on. But for me, it's about doing something that's outside your comfort zone and in a supported environment, but that sense of achievement that they get when they get over that, they can put that into perspective in other parts of their life, because they can go, well, if I can do that backwards, then this is easy in comparison, and that's what I'm trying to create, just to change people's ways of thinking about things that they can. Exactly.
Yeah. And have you got any advice for anyone maybe wanting to try a new sport, possibly even retro running?
Right, yeah, I would say give it a go. I think growing up in school, it's very much like, if you're a girl, you do this sport. If you're a guy, you do that sport. And if you're not very good at it, you kind of go, oh, I can't do any kind of sport at all. But what I found growing up is that you might be quite good at stuff without realising it. So I think the main thing is just try it. Grab a friend or contact them in advance if you're a bit nervous, and go and sit and watch it if you want to. But for me, the biggest thing is like, just go and try something. Like, I know it's super scary, but once you get in there, the team environment that you get, learning a new skill is ace. But in terms of retro running, it's a really, really good exercise within itself as well. But I just say to people, go slow. Like, if you do it on a treadmill, go really, really slow. You've got the hand barriers if you need them to like protect yourself. Or if you're going outside, go and do it with somebody, or come to the retro mile. But the main thing is, it's like any sport, you just start at the beginning, and it's just having that willingness to try something. Just because you wasn't very good at it at school does not mean that you can't be good at something now. It's just trying it.